On March 16, 2020, the tranquil town of Murray County, Georgia, witnessed a harrowing discovery that left the community in shock. A group of 4 anglers, peacefully casting their lines along the serene Carlton Petty Road, stumbled upon a lifeless body sprawled on the embankment of the Kissa River. The scary scene made it very clear that someone's life had been tragically taken and could see blood all around. The lifeless body, which was later confirmed to be Kenny Bunn, had 4 terrible gunshot wounds. This was a horrifying sign of the violence that had taken place. It was a scene that sent shivers down the spine, hinting at the presence of a profound and sinister darkness. When law enforcement arrived at the scene, they confronted the grim and inescapable reality that foul play was undeniably at the heart of this chilling tableau. It was a cold-blooded execution-style murder, a heinous act that had left Kenny clearly caught off guard with a cruel and untimely demise. The officers now faced the formidable challenge of unraveling the enigma that shrouded this horrific crime. However, even with the compelling evidence of bullets lodged in Kenny's chest, tracing the perpetrator proved to be a formidable task. The murderer had taken meticulous precautions to conceal their identity, hinting that solving this case would be an uphill battle. Yet, just when it appeared that the investigation had reached an impervious dead end, a breakthrough emerged in the form of crucial CCTV footage captured just hours before Kenny's tragic end. The seemingly ordinary video, initially showing a routine conversation between Kenny and an acquaintance, would reveal itself as the crucial missing piece of the puzzle. It would lead to the unraveling of a perplexing and profoundly unsettling narrative, unveiling a web of secrets and unanswered questions in the heart-wrenching case of Kenny Bunn. Kenny Bunn's life was marked by adversity, with its origins tracing back to June 14, 1992, in Murray County, Georgia. He was known for his introverted disposition from a young age, finding solace in solitude rather than social gatherings. His introversion witnessed the scars of the harrowing abuse he endured at the hands of his mother's former partner, an ordeal that left indelible emotional and mental marks. As Kenny grew up, he struggled with being accepted by others. He liked dark and spooky stuff like creepy poems and sad music. Even though he might have seemed tough on the outside, people who got to know him found out he was actually kind and caring. Kenny really wanted to fit in and feel like he belonged, but he had to deal with serious sadness, strong worries about being around people, and feeling like he didn't matter much. Kenny's fascination with the darker aspects of life and his image of nonconformity set him apart, but it also accentuated his sense of isolation. In a quest for self-discovery, he ventured into experimental drug use. Yet, as he neared his mid-20s, Kenny was committed to sobriety and the journey of turning his life around. On March 16, 2020, something really unexpected and scary happened that changed his life forever. On this fateful day, 4 fishermen accidentally found Kenny Bunn's lifeless body near the Kissa River. This discovery started a chain of events that would help uncover the secrets of his life and the unimaginable violence that took it away. The scene was filled with tension and anxiety as the chilling realization dawned upon everyone, marking the onset of tense and fraught moments. The impact of the discovery became apparent when one person remarked that they believed they had come across a deceased individual. Their conversation continued with another person contemplating the somber reality. As they wondered if the presence of a deceased individual was being considered, the lifeless form before them lay still, and the gravity of the situation became evident as they questioned whether they could discern any movement in the chest. There remained no sign of life, just a chilling pool of blood. Their comprehension of the grave reality they faced was hindered by shock, and the urgency of the situation was palpable. One of them urgently implored, "Stay right there." "Okay, I got it." The scene that unfolded before the arrival of law enforcement was nightmarish and profoundly distressing. In front of them was the body of a man who appeared to be around 25 to 30 years old. A closer examination revealed the horror of 4 gunshot wounds. The absence of personal belongings only deepened the enigma surrounding the incident, rendering the victim's identification an elusive task. The meticulous steps taken by the murderer to obscure their tracks presented a formidable puzzle for law enforcement to solve. The motive driving this gruesome act remained veiled in obscurity. Investigators grappled with the enigma, uncertain whether this was a meticulously planned assassination or a tragic turn of events during a robbery. Armed with limited leads, diligent investigators canvassed the area, knocking on doors and questioning passersby. Along the way, they encountered the quirks of a small town, all in pursuit of piecing together the tragic puzzle that had unraveled before them. Amidst the intricate web of leads and frustrating dead ends, fragments of information began to surface. A concerned neighbor reported seeing a vagabond pushing a shopping cart, while another resident recalled hearing muffled gunshots the previous night. Law enforcement diligently pursued these leads, yet they appeared to yield no substantial progress. The disturbing discovery swiftly reverberated throughout the community, reaching Kenny's grandmother. She had not seen Kenny for approximately 2 days at that point, and upon learning that a body was found near Carlton Petty Road, not far from Kenny's mother's residence, she made the prudent decision to contact the authorities and report her son as missing. Detectives promptly arrived at Kenny's grandmother's residence. It became strikingly evident upon their arrival that Kenny was indeed the victim. Detailed descriptions of his attire, glasses, and distinctive shoulder tattoo provided by his grandmother unquestionably matched the appearance of the body discovered near the river. Any lingering doubts dissipated when she produced a photograph of Kenny, allowing law enforcement to officially identify the victim. Their subsequent crucial endeavor was to unravel the events leading to Kenny's untimely demise and ascertain those responsible. The initial phase of the investigation involved engaging Kenny's family in discussions about his final moments. It was confirmed that Kenny had left his grandmother's house at 7:45 p.m. to visit a nearby store. Subsequently, law enforcement visited the store, requesting access to the CCTV footage from the time of Kenny's visit. Upon reviewing the footage, they observed Kenny entering the store, dressed in the same clothing he was found in on that fateful morning. A few minutes later, a blue Honda Cure-V pulled up, and a young woman, appearing quite familiar to Kenny, approached him. Following a prolonged conversation, Kenny and the woman entered the car and drove away. Kenny's last confirmed sighting was in a video where he interacted with an unidentified woman, prompting the police to identify her. The family recognized her as Nadia Schwartz, who had an online relationship with Kenny since 2018. They connected over shared interests, but later separated due to Kenny's emotional needs. Despite this, they remained friends, with Kenny still hopeful of a reunion. Nadia moved on and started dating Justin Hooker, but maintained contact with Kenny, leading to his ongoing emotional attachment. The police, intrigued by Nadia's involvement, contacted her and requested cooperation. She and Justin willingly visited the police station for an interview where she admitted spending time with Kenny on the evening before his disappearance. Nadia's account revealed that Kenny asked for a ride to a friend's house and planned to buy marijuana. An argument erupted when she refused to assist him, leading to Kenny leaving the car and disappearing. This information raised red flags for the police, as Kenny had been drug-free since 2019 and was working on improving his life. Those close to him vehemently denied any possibility of his involvement in drug-related activities leading to his disappearance. Since there was no clear proof connecting Nadia to the crime, the police had to let her go, and it seemed like they were stuck without any leads. However, a few days later, a local attorney contacted the police, indicating that his client, Justin Hooker, had recently purchased a small caliber handgun, which he revealed was sold to him by the attorney just a day before Kenny's death. This new revelation marked a significant development in the investigation. The attorney, initially unaware of the gravity of the situation, had sold the firearm to Justin without reservations, believing it would be for self-defense. However, as news of Kenny's murder spread, suspicions grew, leading the attorney to confront both Justin and Nadia. It was during this confrontation that they admitted their involvement in Kenny's murder. The police promptly arrested Nadia and Justin, taking them in for questioning. During his initial interview, Justin was cooperative, but he asked for a lawyer after hearing about his cousin's statement regarding the gun sale. Meanwhile, in a different room, officers were questioning Nadia Schwartz, who seemed more willing to cooperate. She claimed Kenny had been abusive and threatening towards her, alleging that she had informed Justin about Kenny's abuse. Together, they decided to confront Kenny on the night of his murder. According to Nadia, Justin was in the back seat when she picked up Kenny at the gas station, and they all went to the river for a conversation. An argument ensued, with Kenny allegedly attacking her, prompting Justin to shoot Kenny in her defense. However, the police obtained a search warrant to photograph Nadia's body and found no physical injuries, casting doubt on her story of abuse and attack that night. Kenny had no history of violence and there was no evidence of a struggle. Nadia Schwartz and Justin Hooker were subsequently charged with Kenny Bunn's murder. They said that they planned the murder in advance, and it turns out Justin was really jealous. He told Nadia she had to choose between him and Kenny. In exchange for telling the police about the murder, they confessed to these things. Nadia devised a plan to ambush Kenny, leading to his murder. In March 2021, Nadia Schwartz and Justin Hooker received a life sentence with the possibility of parole after 30 years. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.